So how was your Tuesday?
Well, I'll do your swim.
So tell me about your swim.
All right, so it was kind of a disaster of a morning. I set my alarm only an hour before the swim. I was like rushing to get to the pool, and then I rock up and I'm walking on deck, and I see all these guys in their wetsuits, and I'm like, oh, Julie totally texted me last night to bring my wetsuit, and I didn't bring it. It's sitting on the couch over there. So I texted K-dubb real quick, and I was like, yo, can you please bring my wetsuit? So anyways, Julie had everyone do two 1,500 time trials. The first one was supposed to be in your wetsuit, and the second one was supposed to be with paddles and a buoy. Yes, two 1,500s. And so she had me do the paddles bit first, and then when Kenny got there with my wetsuit, I had to put my wetsuit on in the water.
Oh my god.
And like the wetsuit like suction cupped to my chest and like made me feel like I was getting like vacuum sealed.
It's almost impossible to put on.
It was impossible, yeah. So like the second effort, I was like dying in my wetsuit, so I had to like stop in the middle of the time trial, dunk my wetsuit underneath to get more water in there, and then ultimately I finished it out actually pretty strong.
1,500 broken. It's 500, 5-1s, 250s. I guess that time was 15:16, so that's good. That was with paddles though. And I put this on. It was 500 of like misery into 1,000 actually okay. 15:42. This one was straight through though, so a lot harder, particularly after like the paddles bit. But it's not bad. I mean, 3K worth of threshold swimming in the middle of training camp. Take it.
That we had our typical Tuesday trade-off.
Time trials.
Oh really?
Yes.
Oh wow.
I was like, wrong day to be underprepared.
So the lane is nice and warmed up for me.
Yes, it is. There's sweat and tears in there.
Yeah, I mean mine was more steady because I think we're gonna have tasting tomorrow, so it was more like a prep set. Nothing crazy, just like a solid warm up and some snappy things, but nothing crazy. But then you ran with Matt, so how did that go?
Well, running with Matt is like big air quotes. Well, I like was pissed off after the swim, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna go run with Matt. And so like Matt doesn't run slower than 6-minute mile pace. Like that's a legitimate thing.
Yeah.
And so like we ran out the parking lot and we did 20 minutes warm up at 5:54 minute mile average.
Oh my gosh! And you had a fartlek session.
And then right into a fartlek session, which was another 25 minutes averaging like 5:40 pace. And then just like jog back to the car, so it's like 10 miles in an hour. Actually, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
And that's on like not technical, but like
trails,
rocky trail and stuff. So like
Yeah.
I was actually quite happy with that. But yeah, I was like finished up the run, and then I was like, all right, let's find Jeanni because we got to see. We knew that we were riding right by where the run was. So then I popped in the car and I went with Kenny to go find you.
Hello.
Hello.
Look at that. We're at Pima. Your favorite.
Yeah, that was cool. We were just riding easy, so I kind of worked out well.
Yeah.
We weren't on really great roads, but yeah, it was good. That kind of to see you for a little bit in the day.
Then I came back after that, and then I sat here for like an hour, and then I went out and rode again. I rode that in the afternoon.
Yeah, you had a 2.5 hour ride.
Yes, 2.5 hour ride, just back from that. And it was like with this 30-minute block of like aero drills, preparing for the time trial that we have tomorrow. So sort of similar idea to your swim, where it's like kind of like activation work. But the Ironman activation's different. It's like a 2.5 hour ride.
And it's still really hard.
Yeah, it's like hard when you're like fatigued and whatever. So we ripped this loop. I'm like riding home at sunset. And then I got home and no one was here because you were at the track.
Yeah, I had a 4 p.m. track session, so
Brutal.
that was like the key session for the day. So like I ended up doing 6 1200s, starting out kind of at a tempo pace, and then like the next two were goal 10K pace, and then the last two were like meant to be goal 5K pace with the last 200 kind of kick, which was kind of like interesting for me. Like, obviously I'm not on the track a lot, like I haven't been in the past, and these women, like, they come from real track backgrounds.
They got like giddy up, yeah.
Like when it's 200 all out, like it's crazy. Like it's just, I just don't have that top end. So it was just like really cool and challenging at the same time to just like kind of see where I'm at. I mean, I don't have that speed, but it was just, it was good for me to kind of see where I stack up, you know.
Yeah, it's good to mix it up.
Is this a house divided?
I don't know.
ITU versus Ironman.
I don't think so.
It's gonna see in the results.
No, I mean, we're just figuring it out. I think it's been a little up and down lately, but we'll get into sync soon, and I think it's just been a lot of learning, and I think that's good for us. So.
I think it's important just to sink
we'll
in.
Have to see.
It's hard to say. Like, there's no right answer. No one has like the magic like insight to what's going to happen in the future, whether that's races or happiness or whatever. But I think both of us are like starting to find our groove, and that's the most important thing. And I think at the end of the day, sport is like a singular aspect, but a massive aspect of our life. And at the end of the day, regardless of the training, ITU versus Ironman, we come back home together and we try and put that stuff aside, and we say, okay, we're just like a normal married couple at the end of the day, and the training and all the minutia of that is sort of irrelevant. As long as we're out there doing swim, bike, run, and we're getting the work in, I think that's important.
Well, I think the theme for this year is more about enjoying the process for us. So as long as we're doing that and coming home and sitting on the couch and talking about our war stories from the day and enjoying things along the way, that's what counts the most. One of us needs to start dinner while the other one showers. So.
See, that's tough.
That's tough. Sheesh.